16 years cancer free. Let's go. Chemo 8 years now. Let's go, yo. That's what I'm
That's
talking.
amazing, y'all.
Who? Give me a daddy joke, bro. You guys
Duh.
got, hey, if you guys don't know, he's gonna be a daddy, by the way. To twins. He's got twins on the way. He's newly engaged. The
All right.
guy is a dad.
Yeah, we got a lot of amazing things happening in life right now. This is a perfect time for a little intro. For any of you guys that don't know me, my name is Hoov. I go by Daddy Hoov here on TikTok, as I have two twins on the way, boy and girl. Really, really excited about that. I just got engaged about a month and a half ago. Super amazing things happening in my life. Just unbelievable blessings. I'm just thankful to be here. All right, dad joke of the day for you guys. I do post one every day here on TikTok as well. But here's a side one for you guys. Why was the math book sad? Because he had too many problems. So everybody here, obviously on my side, knows a lot about me. I want to open the floor for Jaden to give a chance to express himself to our chat too. He hasn't really introduced himself over there either.
What's up, mother truckers? My name's Jaden. I'm 27 years old, living in AZ, but I'm a guy that started what's called the Smile Movement in 2017. I started this through who I am, and I'm a guy that's just go, 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 and a positive word on that. And I've gone through a lot of fucking injuries, battled a lot of family issues with politics and suicidal stuff like that. And from a coma in 2019 that I battled big time with, and getting back on my feet, and something that I would just want to touch a little bit on, in the sense of just saying like that, because I know over time with these we'll talk more and more on that. But I'm just a really smiley guy. I'm a guy that loves to intertwine great connective people in the sense of positive energy. I'm fighting through a little cold today, and I fucking love you guys. One thing I would love to do with these, who every day, one thing I tell my chat, what are we grateful for, yo? Who would you wake up grateful for today?
I think one of the most positive things that I wake up and I'm thankful for every day is just the opportunity to go out and change the world in a positive way. Like, you literally wake up every day, man, and you can literally choose to come out and be in a positive attitude, or you can choose to come out and be in a negative attitude. When a lot of times, if you come out with a positive attitude, even though things might suck, you can make them just a little bit better. A little smile here, a little smile there can do a huge, huge difference in life every day.
Oh yeah.
What about you? What are you thankful for today? What's your thankfulness?
And yo, everybody be saying what you're grateful for too in the chat, yo. But one thing for me, I'm trying to get a little bit more away from like it's okay, because we're all going to be grateful to breathe, yo. We're going to be grateful to live. Today, I am grateful that I had the ability to shower and to get on my feet and go from feeling like shit to go into feeling like I'm ready to go after today. Because like he said, I'm grateful that I have a positive attitude, in the sense I can work through that negative bullshit. So that's me. That's
I love
cliche.
that. I love the shower, bro. That's actually such a powerful thing. There's so many people that have little things like that you take it for granted every single day, like fresh clothes on your back, a shower, man. Like those are such powerful things that most people don't even think about as being like things to be thankful for. You just expect those to be things in life. Those are gifts and things that we're blessed to be able to do, for real.
Hell yeah. Well, like Coley's saying, a smile to others can also take someone out of a dark space. Dude, I tell people that all the time, man. One little compliment, dude. Like, you can be like, yo, Hoov, I like your hair. Like, hey, you, I like your shirt. Dude, that might be the first time somebody's ever talked to that person in like a week or something like that. And you guys never know that shit. So, the truth.
Yes. I love that. I try to smile at random strangers every day when I see them. You have no idea what somebody else is going through in their own head, or like how much that one little compliment or smile can really do for somebody. Like, you could literally shift somebody's whole paradigm of life by just being kind to them. It's unbelievable.
Oh, yeah, it is, yo. And like, this was a big one in our chat. This cancer, 2 words, cancer free, yo. She's saying, I'm still
Wow.
cancer free. We've had a lot of people lately who've coming into chat saying, like, and it does have a lot to do with positive attitude, like positive affirmational work and not living in the negatives. But we had a lot of people that come in, dude, and they're like, we got our test, but we're cancer free. Or like, yo, we're progressing. And it's fucking cool, dude. And you guys got to know, man, like, that positive energy you guys fucking hold deep in, even if you wake up with a shitty feeling inside of you, you know you can harness that positive and you can fucking ride with it, yo. And God, it's cool, dude.
And something so powerful as like a cancer removing from your body, like, cancer relinquishing itself from your body is such an insanely massive thing to have happen for you. Like for people that are able to get through that, like cancer is such a powerful thing that tries to disrupt your body and your space. And like to be able to fight that off and to be able to be strong enough to get through those things, that's freaking unbelievable, dude. Like it's mind blowing that people fight through those things. It's unbelievable.
Well, that's what I'm saying, dude. One thing we preach, I know you've probably heard it. I've heard you say it too. Is like my in the chat room of the Smile Movement, and now we got the Hoovement over there, y'all. But like one thing we preach and teach all the time, in a sense, is the sense of getting after every day selfishly unselfish, in the sense that you can just work through that bullshit, man. And oh, dude, it's fucking powerful, dude.
It is very, very powerful. Instead of
Nelly says
zaddy jaddy, I kind of like it. Designs, I kind of like it.
the
I kind of like
Jaddy.
it. Jaddy, I kind of like it.
I was gonna
No,
say
but
two daddies with a movement.
we also have the movement in common too. The jaddy movement, honestly.
The Jaddy movement. Oh God.
Mind blown. Great idea. Look, we'll discuss. Listen, guys, the title of our podcast can be something that we work on as a community over time. Jaden and I are really going to develop a lot of time to this. We're gonna put a lot of effort into trying to make this very successful, and we can't do it without y'all.
Jaddy is going
They
off
really
in the
like
chat.
Jaddy. They really like
Jaddy's
Jaddy.
going off. That sounds good too. Hey, let's chat in the Jaddy chat. Fucking yo. All right, yo.
Let's have a chatty with the Jaddies.
I was thinking too, one thing a lot of us were talking about is like not the word resolution. I mean, if that's your word, you could think about it. But you got anything new you're doing this year, man? Set any mind the right way?
For me, my girlfriend and I have been very spiritual in a way. We like to really take care of our bodies in a good way. And one of her resolutions this year was huge. She's doing 10 minutes of yoga or 10 minutes of meditation every day. Very powerful for her, especially going through her pregnancy right now. Her hormones and her, attention and attitude and things are a little bit more on edge because of just the way it, pregnancy works through the body. And she's really been doing that for herself to try to ground herself in those moments. I think that that's a really, really powerful thing she's doing to try to help her with that. So that's one that I think is absolutely incredible. And I challenge everybody to dive into that space of meditation and yoga, like for the body. Like those are such powerful things for the mind and body to do every day. That's something that I think is huge that she's doing.
True. That's actually something that's pretty crazy, conscious world speaking. If you guys don't know that, I'm huge on that. Like even the holistic appeal of things, but just fine tuning yourself, dude. Everybody should do it. Everybody should do it. It doesn't have to be a resolution. Everybody should fine tune something inside of them. If it's yoga, if it's for stretching, or if it's for the mental capabilities, yo, like that's fucking badass, dude. Because I'm doing meditation, even if it's a minute a day.
And everybody thinks meditation is such a hard thing to start because at the beginning of meditation, you really struggle to kind of block out your thoughts and really allow yourself to focus. But if you guys really dive into things like meditation for a longer period of time and you give yourself time to adjust and to get better at it, your mind and your thought processes of things become so much more clear and calm. And I think it's a very powerful practice.
Dude. I was saying, like all the respect to your wife as well with the pregnancy. Do we have baby?
Yeah. Let me tell you, she's a little bit more on edge than normal, and it's been a little hard on me. It's hard for me too. I have to learn to be better as an individual too. That's a big resolution for me this year as well, to just make sure that I'm more compassionate and understanding, because a lot of times as individuals we struggle to be compassionate when things irritate us, and we struggle to allow difficult conversations and things to be overwhelming sometimes because of just the amount of anxiety or stress that we feel in moments. And so I'm really working hard this year to make sure that I'm a little more sensitive in those areas. What about you? What you got this year for resolutions?
My biggest one, man, it is the self-awareness, but it is taking what I already know as like the Kaizen effect or theory, any ways you want to say it, but the big goals and the littler goals, but even the littler goals and littler goals. Basically, not feeling overwhelmed anymore when I know I have something to do or a lot of things to do, or I have to change something. like in a habit way, knowing I don't have to do it all at once. So for me right now, I'm going running in the morning, not this morning, but every morning, and I'm doing it for 10 minutes right now. That's it. I'm not thinking about the length. I'm not thinking about the overall outcome. I'm thinking about the right now moment. And that's what it's really gearing down to, man, is simplifying things, but also living in the moment. That's my two biggest things I'm trying to come is just mesh.
I absolutely love that. I also, guys, will officially be taking up Jaden's resolution on running. I'm going to allow myself to start pushing myself every morning as well.
Motherfuck yeah, baby!
I used to be a former track athlete myself, so running was a huge part of my life prior to getting injured and kind of getting older and allowing it to like disappear from my life. And it's a huge thing that I want to start implementing. So to get back into that is to do something super easy, like he's saying. That effect of doing something very small, just very small, very consistently, and just slowly allowing it to build. And that's something that I'm going to work on as well with that now.
Have
He
you
really
heard?
inspired me the other day.
Have you heard of Kaizen? Kaizen,
No,
that
I
whole
hadn't. I
idea?
hadn't until you told me about it the other day. Actually, I think that's absolutely insane. And if nobody knows about that, I mean, you should try to explain it as best you can.
That like best I can explain in a sense because I'm still like it's just a lot of things I've like naturally instilled into my life just through my sports and through my training. But actually getting like the termed word, it's Kaizen, guys. If you don't know what I'm talking about, um, it's basically simplifying everything down to a point where we don't feel overwhelmed or we don't miss opportunity from what we call anxiety, but what is fear and what is being scared to do things. And so the biggest thing for me, just like I said, like I keep on saying this to people, but like you want to floss your teeth, man, you're really bad at it. Floss one tooth a day until it comes a habit. Like just stuff like that. Make it so easy. It feels rewarding in a sense that you're doing things the right way and getting to that ultimate goal.
So there you go. For anybody that doesn't know what that is, I think that's super powerful. I
It
think
is.
that that's. I mean, building little habits is so important. I don't think people get so bogged down in big picture all the time. I think that people tend to forget that little things are literally the end all be all in life. I think that a lot of times people are like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this. I want to achieve this huge goal," and so because they want to achieve this huge goal, they feel so pressured all the time, like you were saying. They like it seems so unattainable. But if you start out with something so small, you take, look, I'm going to stream every day, even if it's for 5 minutes, I'm going to stream every day. And then all of a sudden you're like, all right, well, I've streamed every day. Now I can stream for an hour or 2 hours a day. And I can just do like, it's so powerful to do that. And I really didn't realize that was even really a thing. I just kind of always thought it was just a concept of doing, but small term goals can make large goals seem so much easier.
And that too, like not a lot of people know that. Like before I went to Florida, I was trying to wake up at like 6:30 every day in the sense of not even working out. It's like this is how simple mine was to where it is now. Like I just wanted to wake up, guys, walk my dog, make coffee, and then start reading a book before I did anything else. And I did that for a week. That was 2 weeks ago. And now I'm able to wake up, be motivated to run because I know I still have that time. I'm gonna be able to sit down, read my book, and then get to my day.
I
And I'm not
love it.
gonna lie, dude, it's super good in the morning sense of like a routine like that. Like settle down without the phone for a second. Open your body up to movement, open the mind up to knowledge, to what people hate doing is fucking reading, but being able to sit down and learn.
Reading is the best thing on the planet. Fun fact. In case any of you guys didn't know, reading books makes you so much well rounded more as an individual. Like, reading books will make you smarter, it will make you open up to more possibilities in life. And there's just so much opportunity with reading that people don't ever push to you. And I really don't understand why reading isn't something that's more important and more valued in many people's lives because it's literally so much information just sitting on a shelf, man, waiting for you to pick it up and go, man, you could learn anything you want. Anything you want in this life, you can literally learn. It's in a book. All you have to do is pick the book up off the shelf and start.
And I think I actually thought about this right now. And somebody tell me if you agree with this or not. Something that really is cool about books, obviously, like you said, you can learn many things. One, better vocabulary, but you see so many perceptions, different ways on how something can be taught or thought of or even read on. And I think that's a reason maybe why people get scared to read too, because it's a thing nowadays. People are so scared to unlearn to relearn, dude, or to see different perceptions on things. And it's powerful, dude. It's powerful.
Dude, you hit the nail on the head with that one. Life in general for people is scary to learn things that they were conditioned in life. And that is one of the scariest things in the whole world, is to uncondition yourself from things that you've learned that might not necessarily be the truth or the way of which you should do things, for something that's maybe more effective or something that is different. And as human beings, we really do not like the idea of change, especially when things are drilled into us. But perception in life is literally everything. And if you limit your perception, if you limit the chance of perception to just your own beliefs all the time, or your own viewpoint on a certain situation, whatever it might be, you literally limit yourself to endless possibilities of what else could be or what might be. And I truly think that books open a huge window and portal for that, for people, really.
That's a fucking truth, though. I love reading romance novels. Yeah, dude, and it's good, yo. It's good to read dead ass for anybody. It's good to read your sci-fi books, your romantic books. I've like good. Read your books that are helping the self too. Read the books that are gonna expand your mind, challenge your mental guys. Like do
and,
that shit, man. Feel uncomfortable when you read. That means you're getting stronger. Seek that discomfort, yo.
and you don't have to push yourself too hard. Start gently. Don't start with books that are going to benefit habits in your life. Nobody's telling you to go out and uh, get a self-help book on how to grow as an individual in any kind of capacity, but maybe go read Rich Dad Poor Dad. That's an
Love
amazing
it.
book.
3 days
Amazing
or
book.
3 times a year, Hoove.
Amazing book. You read the book, and it'll take you probably, I don't know how long you think. If you read, let's just say you read 20 pages a day. I think it's like a 200-page book.
Oh, bro, you can read that book easy.
I'm
Some people will
like
probably read a fucking hour, but you
I'm
can read
just saying,
that
like,
book.
as an like, you could literally break it down into small days and complete it in 2 weeks, and that book will teach you so freaking much. It's ridiculous.
Dude, that's something we're gonna have to do, guys. Maybe we'll do a little like book installation work. And in a sense, man, if you're going in, don't be the person that you're not gonna read every fucking word and attain every piece of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like, go into this thing knowing like you're probably gonna take one quote away, or you're gonna grab one little piece of information and then reread it.
and,
Okay.
and it's okay to reread. Like, I've read one of my favorite books is The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, and it is one of my favorite books I've ever read, and I've read it 3 times or 4 times, I think. And I would read it another 3 or 4 times, because it's just such a positive message about just being at peace with oneself and having awareness of oneself to just really live life in the present moment all the time. And I don't know if you've read that, Jaden.
Which one is it?
The Power of Now. You would know it if you've read it. You've never read it? Mark
Might have
that
to get
down.
that one,
I'll even
guys.
I'll send you the book, bro. Like, there's also a free online PDF. It's one of the greatest books I've ever read. I won't lie
The
to you.
Power of Now.
And he also has another book from that called
The Power
a
of
New
Now.
Earth.
Yeah, a
Um,
new Earth. He has a new Earth and he has Stillness Speaks.
Stillness Speaks, A New Earth, The Power of Now. All incredible books, bro.
I'll buy all three of them.
I'll send them to you if you really want them to. They're incredible.
Somebody was saying this. They were talking about communication. What is your side on communication inside of relationships of friends
Ooh.
and even your relationship at home, dude?
You
Is that
know,
big for you?
communication is one of the most important things in the entire world, but it's also one of the most difficult things in the entire world. Um, I think that's just because of how much we truly put effort into, like, what egoic attachment, our belief in, like, us being the right thing. Like, we think we're right all the time as individuals. Every person thinks they're right all the time. And one of the biggest and most powerful things to do in any relationship, whether it be a friendship, a relationship, whatever it is, allowing yourself to be wrong, or allowing the idea of the fact that you might not be right, is such a powerful tool. And I think that that's something that I've personally worked on and tried to learn the most, is because in a relationship, you're going to be wrong a lot, and you live with this person, you spend all this time with this person, and your whole relationship, if you're trying to be right all the time, all it's going to end in is fights and arguments, and it's really just not healthy.
Oh, yo. And I don't know, man. That's like that whole thing where we could reel it back to how we literally, this is all connecting. Learn, dude, literally learn to unlearn so you can relearn things. Like learn to accept multiple perceptions. If you have multiple perceptions, you have multiple strings of power in the sense of knowledge. Like it's okay if one thing is wrong and one thing's right. I'll definitely say this to you. If somebody can speak to you in a very, very, very confident tone behind anything they say, I guarantee you might believe it's true. It doesn't matter. Like you learn multiple things, no matter.
Confidence. I got to say that louder in case somebody didn't hear that. Confidence is everything in life. You can be so wrong on something in life, and if you're confident, so many people will believe in what you're doing. There's times when I started streaming that I was the most confident person in the entire world that we would be successful, and I didn't even know what we were doing half the time when I started. Like I had no clue, but I was like, "We're gonna freaking do this," and I know people are gonna get behind it and support it because I believe in it so strongly. And like confidence in anything in life elevates you so freaking much in whatever walk it is.
And day out, man. Like I don't know. One thing, and if you guys didn't know that too, I didn't really mention that. Before now that being a full-time content creator, 5 months ago, I swapped my LLC in the sense of what I'm doing full-time. I used to train, dude. A lot of women. That's probably 95% of my clientele in the sense of softball to all the ages. But even the pro athletes, man, from male to female, all the way down to youth, even to the seniors. Like the biggest thing I ever told any of these people when I can see the confidence was lacking or stuff like that, or they're just dragging ass through their days, day in, day out, or there's hard stuff going on. I told these people, man, every day, look yourself in the mirror, as dumb as it might sound to some people, and write a note on the mirror to remind yourself. Just look yourself in the eyes and say you're awesome, It's going to start out like, oh, you're awesome. It might even start out like, you're awesome. 2 weeks go by, man, it might turn into like you're awesome. Keep going. One day, bro, you're gonna be like, this motherfucker is awesome, bro. I'm still doing this. And that shit
True.
translates. It translates to school. It translates to your sports. It translates to your work. It translates to you being a motherfucking parent, dude, no matter who it is. And when somebody said that
True.
today, the way you help yourself helps your family, man. And it's
One of
just
the hardest things in life is learning to love yourself. I
fuck
think
yeah,
that
it is.
that's I struggle with that as an individual still every single day. I am very open to life. I'm very go with the flow kind of person. I love to vibe off of energy, and I give you guys nothing but positive energy and love out all the time. And that doesn't mean that I don't also suffer with the idea of thinking that sometimes I don't deserve certain things in life, and that and sometimes you struggle to love yourself no matter what you're going through, no matter where you're at in life. It is a tough thing to do sometimes, especially when you have things that happen in life where you may feel unaccomplished, or you may feel unsuccessful, or you might have struggled through something that you're not proud of. All of those are moments in time where you think of yourself and you go, man, I'm not sure that I love myself completely because of the things that I've done, or the things that have happened, or the failures that I've created. But in reality, all of those things that you go through in the past no longer exist anymore, first of all. And then
Mm-hmm.
when you learn from those mistakes, you learn from those things that you've done, and you allow yourself to grow as an individual and go, I won't let those things happen anymore. I'm going to try to be better. That's when you really start to see growth within yourself, and you have to truly accept yourself for the things that have happened and begin to just love all parts of failure, all parts of success, because without those things, like you would never be able to continue to grow as an individual.
Yo, hey, that's fire right there, chat. That's fire what Hoop's saying, yo. That's probably that way on that one. But yo, Carly in
He
here, yo,
said,
Carly knew. She said, if you can't hang out with yourself and dig your presence, you can't expect others to. And yo, like I fucking preach this to you guys. And then we got James in here saying, why does that not bother you? That's a quote people say to us. I get that shit all the time, dude. And it's more so in the sense you guys see me go snowboard by myself. You guys see me go do so many things by myself. And the day I decided to do that, nobody knows this. I had a Jeep Sahara, different Jeep, yo. I went camping, a solo camping trip. I've never camped before in my life, dude. And I went and did that because I was losing the essence of who I am. I'm not
I
just
love
saying
that.
this podcast. I did that because I needed to go test myself to see if I can live with myself. And it's not to say don't give up on yourself if that's hard to do, like living by yourself. Let's start doing the Kai. Let's do the Kaizen, yo. Take it back a little bit. How about we go on a 30-minute walk by yourself with no music and just listen? Listen to your thoughts, yo. Do the stuff like that to make yourself better. So if we got to do that stuff, no matter if you're a creator or you're somebody every day, everybody's got to do it.
100%. And to match on that, when you say go and listen to your thoughts, don't bring music, don't bring your phone, don't bring anything. Just go out into the woods and go for a walk. Just literally allow yourself to unplug, because we have gotten so used to being plugged into everything all the time. Our attention spans are at all-time lows. Like, go unplug. Take your phone, put it in a drawer, and shut it. And go outside and walk, like Jaden's saying, for 30 minutes. And I promise you, you do that enough times, you'll get to the point where, like, you don't have to pick that phone up all the time when you go out. You don't have, like, you can live in the moment so much more if you allow yourself to.
And let me tell you guys this. I'm going to try to find a video clip after I say what I want to say, but a lot of people misinterpret the word grace. I don't know. I don't care how anybody defines the word grace, but grace is, in essence, it's something that's given to us without money or cost. It's something that's naturally given to us that we kind of lose sight of. The sound of birds, listening to the sound of trees, or maybe air going through the pine trees, yo. Do you know how hard it is if you're lost in the past or the future, you're lost in the moment of overthinking? Do you know how hard it is to get back into the sense of grace? It can be very hard. But if you take the time to learn and just listen for those things, you can learn to love new things. You can learn to love yourself differently because you find different ways you attract to things. You know what I'm saying, yo? It's fucking,
100%.
it's weirdly holistic, but it's so true,
And
bro.
Laura
Oh,
says, live to a standard of grace, not to perfection. And I think that's so powerful, because a lot of times that is what we seek. We seek this perfection within ourselves all the time. And, like, no matter how much you practice something or do something, like, you are always going to fail in every aspect of life. You will always have a failure of some kind. And I don't think people really don't realize that even the most successful, and I say successful in parentheses because success is defined by yourself, not what you achieve as an accolade or anything that you do.
it's not the money
Successful
you fucking
people
make,
look
yo. It's
like,
not the
oh,
money
they
you make.
they did it overnight, or they did this and now they're just killing it, and I'm over here and I'm an average person. I don't do enough. I don't make enough. I don't. We start comparing ourselves to all these people instead of just allowing ourselves to realize this is what I'm doing within my means, and how can I as an individual do better for myself and my family. But you don't have to chase these unrealistic expectations that we put on ourselves all the time.
Fucking retweet, dog. Fucking retweet, dog. Take a moment for yourself and really take, like, oh man, dude, start journaling. Call it a diary. Start writing physically with your hand. I honestly don't even know if Hoove does this. You guys, if walking outside is not a doable, if it's too fucking cold, or maybe you physically can't walk, one thing that is a good alone time to really, really dissect who you are and your thoughts in a good way of energy, not fucking typing, energy that nobody else can read. Journal, guys. Grab a journal. I have 3 journals right now. I have 3 journals in the sense I can just grab one and go. I'm an overthinker. I'm somebody that I'll look at 4 directions and be like, holy shit, they all look good, but I don't know which one to do right. Like, that's the truth, yo. And I've learned to dissect that through journaling, through taking time for myself. And we got a lot of people saying that. It's not disconnection. She said, dude, this Carly's dropping bombs right now. She's like, it's not unplugging. It's when you're resonating. It's when you're coming back to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
it's cool, yo.
And speaking of journaling, I used to journal a lot, and winter times in Michigan are a really crappy time because the weather here is absolute booty cheeks during the winter, and journaling is definitely something I need to get back into. I used to journal all the time. I have like 3 journals full of journaling, and it's such a peaceful activity. And even if you have a happy life, like if you have a very happy life, you're happy with your existence in life, you're happy with yourself, like journaling doesn't hurt in any capacity because it's literally just allowing what's going on in your head to be put down on paper. And if your head's full of nothing but positive energy, great. You're doubling up on positive energy by writing it out on a piece of paper. and you're affirming yourself with the positive energy. And if it's not good, like, it gives you a space to feel free without judgment from anything or anyone.
Well, I told him, like, that's what's crazy, bro. I think the book's up here, actually. I'm reading another book. It's literally about the Kaizen. It talks about journaling, dude. It talks about that. Like, if write 3 sentences a day. If I want to say something out of this podcast today, if somebody needs time for themselves, I challenge you to write 3 sentences, not 4, not 2, not 5 because you're feeling good. You write 3. Why 3? Because you got to probably think about it a little bit more. Like, challenge yourself to that. 3 is easy. 5 might be a lot. A whole page is a lot. 10 minutes.
And maybe it gets there. It'll get there to a page once you start doing those little things. And
You'll see how your fucking mind starts flowing, yo.
I love that. Jaden's out here spitting absolute facts to everybody in here, and I hope all of you guys, even if you're not completely hearing what we're saying, I hope you're hearing what we're saying in a sense. Just being able to be present for a lot of this conversation for a lot of people is going to be a powerful tool for you guys moving forward. I think that just hearing things that elevate your vibrations are very, very important.
If you guys ever got any questions, yo, send them in the chat, man. That's why we are doing more so of a live-based podcast as well.
Yeah.
And over time, we want to bring people on, though. We want to hear other people's stories. We want to make, like, if we can, like, themes, bro. I don't know what we say, themes.
But yeah, to a certain extent, yeah, we really want to open the floor up to certain topics and things that we think are worth discussing. And the thing about the interactive podcast is literally the whole idea is we will do this live based, and then we'll go back and clip our podcast to be able to put it out on the platforms. And the live base is to make sure that you guys, as individual viewers that are watching it ahead of time, get a chance to actually interact and express what you're going through and things that you're dealing with, or your viewpoints and things. And those are always appreciated in every single way.
Guys, this is our first time in the sense. I want to say this to both sides. We love you guys. Positive families. These are many, if not 2 families, many communities all the way around, yo. From 2 really real guys, yo. Like, we're 2 guys here doing something that's much greater than us and much greater than TikTok. This is something for the humankind and the families that are to come. Shout out to Hoove.
What do you think about 2 really real guys as a podcast? What do you think about that?
What do we think? Somebody make a fucking poll, yo.
What do y'all think about that? 2 really real guys. What do you think about that? I kind of think that's fire.
What'd you say exactly it was?
2 really real dudes. What do you guys think? Smiley faces if you dig it, crying faces if you don't.
It would have to be really, and then the real is all caps because we ain't no fake shit.
Yeah, I dig it.
I know for me, I've always wanted to just connect real people to real people. Obviously, that's the name. I didn't even mean to say that. But I want us to connect to not just celebrities, yo, not just the top creators. Like, we're gonna have you guys.
And also, we aren't celebrities. I want to get that through everybody's heads before we start doing this thing. Like, Jade and I are just 2 dudes on here, really just like you guys. Like, we are all just individuals at the end of the day. Like, I really want to stress that so much because I think that everybody gets so blinded by the idea that, like, we're like some crazy entity. Now, don't get it twisted. We've worked really hard to get to where we're at, both of us. But, like, we're also just individuals at the end of the day. And I think that's what brings our communities together so much more than a lot of other communities is, like, we treat everybody in here like family every single day. And those are such powerful things that I think that need to be done more, honestly.
Oh, yeah, yo. Like, that's what's, and that's why, like, I know I will connect and I know who will connect with all y'all. Because I already get, like, Laura saying, like, being a guest. I know so many of you guys because I get your stories, man. I'm not to say it like that. Like, I get those messages. I hear the smile and where it comes from. And, yo, Dakota can't be stopped in the chat saying proud of us. Yo, like, Dakota, I can't wait to have you on one day, maybe. James.
Like, as for anybody, if anybody has something that they think is valuable to be shared and you guys reach out to us and are like, hey, I have this topic. I'd love to have it be a topic on the show and, like, we could talk about it. And I think that that's something that we could really do and everybody can be involved. I really want we want this to be an immersive experience for everybody involved. That's why we're doing this on live. That's why we're doing it in a sense of being able to allow you guys to literally have feedback while we're doing it. Literally have impact on what we discuss on the podcast just by being in here. And that's freaking awesome.
And like, hey, if you guys don't learn a lot in the sense of what that podcast is, our biggest goal is to reach one person a day, yo. And if not, maybe we learn from you guys. Like, that's been my goal since the day I started anything I've ever done in 2016, yo. And I know that's what he is, because that's what he's been talking the past week.
100%. One smile, bro. One person. You impact one person. You shift one person's perspective. You help to elevate one person a day. You can literally start the butterfly effect. You can start the ripple effect that causes everybody to start to be kinder to one another. And it starts with you. It starts with me. It starts with Jaden. It starts with every single one of you guys watching this podcast. Every single one of you guys that come to our chats. It literally starts with you and me.
It does.
Jay, and we do it together because we can't do it alone.
And that's kind of crazy, dude, that you're saying that. Like, we resorted back to the one person a day. Bro, you're not going to start a company and reach 1,000 people. You ain't going to reach 1,000,000 people. If your goal is one person a day, if your goal is to walk 5 steps a day because you have a broken leg, if your goal is to tell one person that's a stranger a day, I hope you have a great day, find a reason to smile, do it, fulfill it, feel rewarded, and grow off of that. And that's what we're going to do here. And just like Dakota said, we're going to fucking change this world. We're definitely going to change TikTok, but we're going to take anybody that's in a hard place and we're going to do our goddamn best to get us out of there, yo. We're going to
let
do
me
this
tell
together.
you, on that note of not only changing ourselves, but changing this platform. I think this platform has had a lot of maybe tyranny is the right word. I'm going to use tyranny. That's the word I'm going to use. I think that there's a lot of people on this platform that really, they're
lost.
They're lost. That's a good word. I really think there's a lot of people on this platform that have started to become so obsessed with making money for themselves and becoming famous or whatever it is. Like, they forget to slow down and enjoy the moment and be with their families. Like, these there's a lot of people on this app that make a lot of money, but the people that make a lot of money, sometimes they don't necessarily care about their people that much. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's sadly really true.
And I want to be with Huvio. I know it because you could hear it, but like, it's hard for us to say that because there probably are, like, in a sense, like, we're not trying to like tell anybody like go away. Like, we're not saying that. In a sense, like, we're just saying, yo, there is some negative fucking bullshit out there. It's being brought to light, and we ain't for it no more.
we want to do this the right way, y'all. We want to do this the right way, and we want to do it organic, and we want to do it authentic, and we want to do it in a way that doesn't just serve us. Exactly, self-serving, Laura. I think that there's a lot of self-serving individuals on this platform, and I want to. We both want to make an impact in this platform to be able to start with changing that narrative. I know that Jaden and we are not massive creators yet. I say yet because I know our communities are so fucking powerful that we're going to get there. And because of that, I'm very confident in the way that I know we can change this world and this app. And it starts with all of you guys. It's a team effort because Jaden and I, as much as we want to do this, we can't do it without any of you guys. Not without a single one of you. We cannot be successful doing this. This is a team mission. This is not an individual event for Jaden and I to do. We can't do this without a whole movement behind us. And I that's what we're going to come and do here every day, is to build our movement, build our communities, build our families up to be able to do something amazing here and shift the narrative and really allow for light and love and positivity to radiate through this app. And that's really what we're going to try to do.
That's the damn truth, yo. And I mean, that's kind of crazy saying this. I keep saying James. I really hope James one day says, yeah, let's get on this. Dude, James sent me this yesterday, actually. 27 minutes before the time it is now. And if you guys are cool with it, I want to read one thing on this because it's actually a really, really cool thing. So live your life that the fear of death can never enter your heart. Trouble no one about their religion. Respect others in their view and demand that they respect yours. Love your life. Perfect your life. Beautify all things in your life. Seek to make your life long and its purpose in the service of your people. Prepare a noble death song for the day when you go over the great divide. Meaning live a life that's going to be fulfilled in that song type. Always give a word or a sign of salute when meeting or passing a friend, even a stranger, when in a lonely place. Show respect to all people and grovel to none. When you arise in the morning, give thanks for the food and for the joy of living. If you see no reason for giving thanks, the fault lies only in yourself. Abuse no one and no thing, for abuse turns the wise ones to fools and robs the spirit of its vision. When it comes to your time to die, be not like those whose hearts are filled with the fear of death, so that when their time comes, they weep, pray for a little more time to live their lives over again in just a little different way. Sing your death song and die like a hero going home. Meaning, live for your motherfucking people. Live your life right now. Take action now, guys. And do the things that we're going to fucking do to bring each other up. Because, dude, he said it.
I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps. You know why? Because that part is so freaking true. At the end of our lives, when we're laying there on our deathbeds and people think back and go, I wish I could have done this. I wish I could have lived my life in this way. You have the moment right now to live life however you want to live it. You have the chance to go and take life by the freaking horns and ride that bull wherever the hell you want to go. You just have to make the decision to do it. Literally.
It's you, man. You can't be pointing fingers no more. Can't be saying this and that. And truthfully be told, we're talking about this thing. We got to do this together. That's kind of crazy. I talk about a conscious world, meaning consciousness in the sense of energy, meaning energy. Motherfuckers, say it with me in the sense we're either going to be successful as a team or we're going to die individually. All right? Let that one resonate.
I like that one a lot.
No regrets. No regrets.
No regrets. Literally, no regrets.
Fucking Lindsay.
Oh. What?
Green, because I always say green hearts in chat because obviously I do my thing. But green eggs and hoove.
Yeah, no, I like that. That's what Lindsay said. I thought that was pretty good.
Look for something positive in each day, even if some days you have to look a little fucking harder, yo. Find a reason to smile, guys, whether it's mental or physical. Do it.